Hey, I went to go up a second ago and I had the weirdest thing happen. I've gone live before, but I've never had a video that I was watching go over the live stream. But for some reason, the video hadn't ended, and so when I went live, it was playing over. When I went to go live, it's actually playing over the live stream. So I was like, "Oh, abandon this and figure out why this is happening." Has that happened to anyone before? Before we get into anything? Drink of the day. If you haven't seen it, this is my new drink I've been bringing out, Zevious. This is the ginger root beer. What it reminds me of. Every root beer has a different taste. This hits you from the time the can pops open as A&W. I tell you, I spent about 8 to 10 months as a manager of a A&W root beer stand. And I swear this is it without sugar or caramel coloring. I don't know how you do that since there's like so much sugar in the thing of A&W. You don't know what the liquid is, but it just pounds of sugar to make this big canister, and you kind of fix it up and you mix it, and you mix it the night before so you can get it into the canister so you'll have it the next morning. You don't have to do that with the diet. You know, they did have a diet, A&W, and that came in, but the original A&W in the stores is made by the actual employees, usually a manager. So there's a little thing you probably didn't ask about, but now you know about. Done lots of weird jobs, and that was one of mine. Um, College trying to do it jobs. It was ridiculous. They made me an assistant store manager. They gave me no jobs to do. So literally, since they're only when a customer came, there was only so much you can clean. You keep the store spotless, and you take turns going in and out of the back and then the front, and then you sit down and you eat your lunch, which was me corn nuggets. It's corn dog nuggets. And for other people, it would be the corn dog or the hot dog, about what we had back then. And you would eat that and get your root beer and go work more hours on the front, go in the back, sitting down, because there wasn't a ton of stuff to do. It was relatively a clean restaurant to work at because there wasn't. And all you had to do is keep the counter clean, out your machines at night. But you also had to clean out the fry machine. And that was one of the things that happened to my right hand. I forgot all about that. This right hand is when the grease like 4 times. This time I was emptying the fryer and I told him, I said, this grease is still hot. Oh, it's better when I was like, this grease is hot. It shouldn't be emptying it. He says, that's okay. Just don't let it splash on you. So we empty it. And I don't know what we're going to do with the grill pan. You know, it's the canister's filled and the fryer pan, just the burnt where the fryer at the bottom. So that still has that. Oh, well, we'll empty the grease and then come back and clean the fryer and then put in fresh grease because mom needs fresh grease. And I was like, okay, but this doesn't sound smart. This is hot. I'm telling you right now, this hot to touch. And we're like, oh, it's all right. It's all right. I'm like, are you sure it's hot to touch? I said, I'm touching the metal. No gloves, no nothing. Me and the girl go out. And I just go up to lift my side. It's a big, like 25-pound waste of grease. As I go up, she just kind of like laughs. And the grease comes over on my side and burns my wrist. And it burned it right here. And I was like blistered up really bad. And I had to go to the hospital from an A&W. It was last night at work. Like I got burnt on the fryer when I was telling them not to do it. And the woman was laughing the whole time like, and she's not going to burn her hand. Yeah, that's what happened. And first time I did it, I was real young. I was probably 19, and I was working at it's called uh, Dairy Queen. Um, had something to do with Queen. Anyhow, it was like before there was Burger King, there's a Burger Queen or a Bumble Queen or something like that. So anyhow, I was there and I was doing the hey, hi, welcome. Don't forget to give the thumbs up and know that today's is to sharing the stories. We're going to talk about some story time videos, a little bit about the book, and just a time to just talk. And if you all want to bring up a subject, bring it up. This is a good time. No, that I was saying the first time I injured my hand was back when I was 18 or 19. So that was like the third, no, the first time literally happened when I was 16 years old. I will never forget. I almost forgot. So I'm going past the fries. Now, I didn't get burnt, but I fell and hit my head, and this wrist went under the fryer, and it cut coming out. And I will never forget. I almost forgot that. So that's the first time. About 18 years old, I left doing fast food for a while. I was about 18 years old. I was back doing fast food. And they had this big container. It was Brothers. That was the name of it, I think, was Brothers. We had this big, just container for ice. And they were having the pregnant person go do it. And I'm like, I'll get it for you. You don't have to. I mean, she was like ready to have the baby. I think she went and had the baby the next week. And she was, I knew her from the family, so I knew she was close. And I take it from her, and as I go to go in the back to get the ice, they had they had dripped the grease, and so dripping, they were dripping around instead of dripping across. There's two ways you can do a fryer. Say, this is the fryer. And some just say there's two fryers side by side. You pick up and you go across, and you don't have any grease anywhere, but they were going like this because they were cooking two different things. So instead of just straining and dropping, they were going out and around and dropping it. And there was a coat like this thick of of grease. So as I coming around, and I wasn't going faster. As I come running around, coming around the corner, my feet hit that grease. My hand goes inside. I dropped the container plastic. I don't know where it went. My hand actually went into the fryer that was cooking. and I ended up falling on backwards. This all happened within seconds. My hand being turned, and my hand, it's still. That's what I got use of it. There's a couple things that's caused it, but one of those was the put in my hand, finding that grease. See, you ever watch his hand's never as big. More than that, this is where I've been injured a couple of times. But that was the big one. And then it's like, you should have been trying to get the ice. And I was like, you're gonna blame me getting the ice and still blaming the people that weren't doing right with the cooker, the grill pan. I knew better. So those are my 3 times. One 4 times, there's 3 times of grease. I would say grease in a fast food restaurant causes more accidents than anything I've seen, except knives and sharp edges. And you should watch who they hand knives to because some people just aren't meant to have knives. And some people aren't meant to run a fryer or a grill because they don't know how to keep the area clean. Same thing was happening at McDonald's, and so in picking and bringing across, they were picking and going around the fryer. They didn't want the warm heat on their hand. It picks up and it just dumps real quickly. But they were taking it and moving it around the grill, and because they were doing that, they built up a thick coat of um, grease. So I don't know how long I'm going to be on here, guys. I am really having trouble with my phone charger, and I wanted to give you all an update, letting a few people come in. So here's the update. I still haven't moved out of the nursing home, as you can see from my wall. Um, I know they have several people that are willing to take the position. And I'm going to be hopefully talking to them first week and going, have you got anyone in here? Because I don't want to be in here next weekend. Um, I want it to be home, going through my boxes, setting up my house, enjoying taking my time, and that'll come back to you guys. What's a good time for me to go live? Do you like 6:30 to 7:30? Is that a good time? Because if it is, that's when I'll do it. Uh, do you like it earlier in the afternoon, later at night, in the morning? Because what I'm planning on doing once I move into the apartment is I'm taking go live streams to a new dynamic on my Art Abandonment Adventures. And I go do abandonments, thinking about going out and doing a random live stream art abandonment video where you'll be with me and you'll get to see me abandoning pieces of art. And I'll show you how tricky it can be. Now, you probably won't be on a tripod because I can't get by with that much clever, but I can have you in a live stream and take you over and show something. Oh, look at that. People don't pay any attention. I probably walk around with my gimbal to be actually truthful. Because most people are like, look at that. Look what they're doing. They're doing something for YouTube. They ain't paying no attention. Me setting down stuff. They're just trying to figure out who my face is. You didn't notice? I was in Guerrilla Style Gypsy Life Wear today. This was a little collaboration with me and Gypsy and the Vanilla Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla, if I can get it out. Nice little piece he did for me. I sent him some a gorilla for his decor, and I abandoned some of the pieces that were in that series. So, what do I want to do the first weekend? I thought about this, and the first weekend that I have in the apartment, the first thing I'm going to do, I'll give it the thumbs up as you come in, really helps me a lot. You don't know how much thumbs ups mean. The likes means a lot. But I'm thinking the first weekend, it depends if I have an electric chair, uh, mm, motorized scooter, or if I have a wheelchair. If I have a wheelchair, I'm probably not doing much. I'm probably just gonna. Hello. Put my glasses on. Hello there, Sparky. Yeah, I probably, and what I'm gonna do is, if I don't have my motorized chair and I just have the wheelchair, I probably won't do much other than some art creation videos, getting the house organized, things like that. Once I get the motorized chair, which that's what we're working on, once I get the motorized chair, I'll be going out in the community. I plan on by that second week to be a little bit more mobile. Hopefully by then we've got staff in there that know how I am. They're ready to do stuff. And so if this live stream goes down, just knows it's because I don't have a 20% battery. It was wonderful. I've had a great day. I actually, I actually got the book completely transcribed and put into one document because I've been transcribing it and putting it into emails. The emails I sent to, uh, I took apart, put them in a PDF, and sent them back to me. The only problem that I'm having is I've got to get it printed out and so I can reread it because I'm going to dictate it twice, maybe three times to get it exactly where it needs to be. Um, and I want to make sure I've got the chapters in places where I want. It will hopefully be something that maybe one or two of y'all would like to read. Now, Sparky, how have you been doing? Been doing anything interesting this day? Like I said, I usually like this coming on and talking about the day, kind of what's going on here. I've been trying to go out every day and do a vlog, but I noticed that not everyone was coming in, so I'm afraid that people aren't getting my notifications. I hope that's not what's happening. I was getting the regular crowd and not getting any of those people right now, so hopefully everything's okay with them. I kind of get worried when certain people don't show up after a while. I have my dear friend. No problem. I'm glad I'm here. It was good. Sorry it was busy. Sometimes busy is a good thing. um, so if the phone goes dead, when it gets to like 10%, I will probably have to go off this live stream. I gotta find a way to get my phone to stay charged. I was complaining about it and I missed 3 updates. Well, problem is I am not on Wi-Fi to download the updates. And the phone just won't take it off of my phone. So I have to actually be on updates for it to work. Explain that to me. Why can't I just do something without updates? So that's where I am. And if you just come in, this is my drink of the day. It's Zevia. They're not sponsored. Hashtag sponsor her. Hashtag Zevia Art Abandonment Adventures. They are pretty good. They're caffeinated. Now this one's a little bit different. Carbonated water, stevia leaf extract, natural flavor, and citric acid. That is all that's in here. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I am just an average Joe. Most people would not imagine being in a hospital, a nursing home, being able to do live streams. And I've been doing videos now for 2018. You won't see the videos in that order. I got hit and I put this in the little book thing I'm working on. I got hit when COPPA, COPPA came out. It hit me. Boom. I was growing. I grew by 100 in a week. I was like, oh my goodness, I can get to my miracle 1,000 because the 1,000 at that time was what was required to have live streams. So I was trying to just get to 1,000. And I was going and going, and I went to this meetup, and everything was looking good, and I was working it out, and I was getting ready to go up with all these uploads the, about the meetup and about these. I had all these nature videos, and I had these art piece videos, and like had like 25 videos that were getting ready to go up. I put up like the first few, and then I got contacted. No one was getting my notifications. And then I noticed I was getting no new people, no views. And what it was, because I used children's toys as they perceived it, they kicked me as a made for kids. And I'm really not made for kids. I mean, I'm not made against them. This is more for adults. This is for adults who are artists to abandon art. I don't want kids going out and doing this by themselves. It's not safe, and they needed someone that is a safe adult to be with when they do it. So that's what I say there. You don't have to uh, say my language. I'll give. Yeah, I don't want kids to do this without them. And that's what creation videos. Sure, could parents use them for kids? Yeah. Am I saying anything bad that a kid can't hear? No, it's not who I am. But Papa hit me, knocked me down, threw me on the ground, and I've been stuck at 200 between 250 and 260 for the last 3 years. So when Papa took me down, everybody didn't know what was going on. I just raised all my videos. If that's the way you want it, that's the way you're gonna have it. I pulled myself off video. I did 3 videos I put up. the reason why I was leaving, the reason I left, and how I was doing. And then what happened was so that was 2019, 2020 hits, everyone starts posting videos on everything, and I went, okay, I know these are not made for kids. I don't want to encourage kids to pay for toys or go out by themselves. These are things that I'm upcycling as an artist and creating art pieces with. And these aren't me just painting toys. This is upcycled art. This is creating toys into taking this medium, turning it into this, taking paints and other things, rocks and stones and collage and maybe an animal, that stuffed animal or something in it, but it's really what the finish is. And so I just went back and I started putting up videos again. And, I'm not going to ever be monetized. Problem I have with this channel is I have no dirt to grow on. If I had some dirt to grow on, I would, well, probably been big. There's no dirt to grow on here. Just me, and I wasn't going to ever reveal my face. I survived COVID. I survived sepsis. Survived a fire. And after a year of doing all that, then I decided to reveal my face in January. It was in the 1st of February. Either into January, it's January or February, I start revealing my face. And it's because, what can I say? No, I did one in January because I did it from in the room where I had where I was a COVID patient. They brought me mail in there to cheer me up. And I opened it up and did a live stream unboxing inside of the. I didn't unboxing inside of the COVID patient ward. So, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. Someone asked me how hard it is to talk for this long. You just have to think of something new. And today I didn't have a topic. Just came down, took a drink of my root beer, and it just reminded me of stories. And so that's the topic of the day were those stories. You don't know, tomorrow I might come in and find the wrapper or the candy bar and talk about that. And I've got stories. Somebody reminded me one time to tell them a candy bar story. And it's about my best, closest friend. She meant the world to me. Okay, what you after? She wants you out there. Don't worry. I decline. It's just because that's the way it is. Um, so I have a couple of quick fingers to do things and edit them real quick. So, um, so guys, um, how's everyone been doing? Have y'all come up? I got distracted on my talk. Yeah, I was thinking about my best friend. Um, and how I come up with topics. And the candy bar topic is an awesome one to talk about. Candy bars in a hotel. Not connected in the way you think. There's candy bars in a hotel and crazy driving. I'm at 10%. I am at 10%, so I might be closing down here in a minute so that I can post this and it go live. So let's see what your little question is, and then we might be going to another day with the video. Tomorrow I plan to come on, hopefully give you some kind of update. Apartment, we're just gonna wait and see for someone to become a my aide, and that it's not. It just where I'm at is an issue. I'm just further out than people want to drive, even though they're giving them a little bit extra money to do it. So I'm hoping that that'll all be worked out and we can get someone to come on and work the job. So I don't have much longer. If you want to go ahead and post your question, and then I can let you know if I'm going to answer it or not. Um, no, sorry. So anyhow, guys, I'm going to head off into another place, and I just want to thank you all for coming by, and know that you are in my thoughts all the time, and I really appreciate everything you do. And as always, happy abandonment. Stay safe out there.